Morning at WKZO as we're joined in the studio for his weekly visit by Kalamazoo County Sheriff Richard Fuller. How are you this morning?
Spectacular, Ken. Thank you.
Good to have you with us. By the way, as we get ready to root on the Lions this weekend, do you remember your Lions prediction you made here on the show before the season began?
I'm afraid no, I don't. Was I dismal?
No, actually, not bad. You predicted 10-7.
Oh, yeah.
And they were 12-5. And, we would have taken 10-7.
Right.
We've been very happy with that.
Yes.
But, did a little better. And you predicted one wild card win for the Lions.
Yeah, well, that was before I knew who they had to play.
Exactly. Well, motorists around the state of Michigan are seeing ghost billboards around. What are these and what do they mean?
Well, it's a program that started in Genesee County, and the acronym for GHOST is actually, it stands for making sure that people understand. In that case, it's the Genesee Human Operations Strike Team. And not operation, but oppression. Here in Kalamazoo, we call ours COAST, put a K in front of the G. And we go out and help educate people about the dangers of human trafficking, the dangers of online sex predators, and making sure that hopefully parents understand that they need to monitor what's going on with their kids in their computer life. At the same time, we have gone out and arrested predators who think they're going to end up having a relationship with a 15-year-old child, and when they show up and the door opens up at the hotel, it's not a 15-year-old standing there, it's police officers. So that's a program that's seen a lot of success across the state of Michigan, and the scary thing for us is seeing how many adults and how many children are online conversing about sex.
Well, an important effort on the behalf of law enforcement, certainly. And on another subject, opioids. We have several opioid task forces around the region. What's the latest on this situation?
Yeah, we do. There's several, and fortunately for everybody, the sheriff's office as well as other law enforcement agencies in this community are on every single one of the task force. The task force are all working to make sure they don't duplicate the work that someone else is doing. But one that met yesterday, I'm a member of, and we were able to talk about the different ways that we can attack the subject and we can educate the community. When I say attack the subject, we are looking for ways to stem the flow of opioids coming into our community. At the same time, we are looking for ways to help those who have either become addicted, they have a substance use disorder, or they are suffering a stigma for using. So we want people to understand that there is a stigma with using narcotics or illegal substances, and that doesn't help anybody get treatment if you stigmatize them. So we're looking to help the community understand they need help, not stigmatizing.
Kalamazoo County Sheriff Richard Fuller with us on WKZO this morning. Yesterday was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Yeah, I hope that every day is law enforcement or fire or EMS or nursing appreciation day, and we go down that list. It's emergency services in general are suffering the need for more people to be involved, more people to become students of these programs. We need more law enforcement, more firefighters, more nurses, more paramedics, and right now there are more jobs than there are people willing to fill those or qualified to fill these positions. So please, if you even think about getting into law enforcement, come on out and see us at the sheriff's office. We'll sit down with you and help you understand what path it would take to get involved in law enforcement.
And finally, it took its time getting here, but winter has finally arrived in our part of the world. And looks like it's going to be making up for lost time as we get up into this weekend's forecast. But it certainly provides challenges for motorists and for law enforcement these days.
Yeah, there's challenges ahead for this next week related to the cold, the wind, the blowing, and the driving conditions. So we want everyone to remember, make sure your car is prepared for this. Check the air in your tires, making sure that you have fluid in the windshield wipers, making sure you have a scraper in the vehicle. And whatever you do, try not to panic in a sliding or skidding situation. Your best efforts there are to make sure you steer into the incident as well as making sure you're not slamming on your brakes and you ease up on the gas. Those are the quickest ways to keep you from going into a ditch.
Be prepared. Much more nasty weather to come in the weeks ahead of us. here in Southwest Michigan. Kalamazoo County Sheriff Richard Fuller has been visiting with us this morning on WKZO. And as always, we appreciate your time. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.